Hello everyone, welcome to my class. In today's class I'm going to tell you how to do better in repeat a sentence of the speaking section of PTE. Now I'll be mainly focusing on the tips to improve your score and not in improving your speaking as such, because these tips are for those people who already have good speaking skills but are still struggling to get good score. As I do in my classes, I emphasize more on getting this score and achieving the target more than improving English as such, although they might be related for some people, but some others who have been struggling for a long time, they might be two completely different things. Okay, without further ado, let's start discussing about what are the three things you need to do in order to get higher score in repeat the sentence. The first thing is do not correct yourself. What that means is, let's say that there is a sentence which was like, he was walking very fast. You heard this, you understood it, and you tried to say it. And he said, he was walking very fast. So in this case, the instance where you are stumbling and you are stammering to say very will be taken as lack of fluency. Which means, if you try to correct yourself, the moment you realize you have made a mistake, you might be compromising your fluency. So in the exam, if you have made a mistake, move on. Which means, he was walking very fast. I couldn't pronounce the word very that well, so I skipped that. It's better than stammering. The second thing is, copy the tone of the speaker. PTE wants to see how fast you can learn and pick up the language, which means how well you can imitate others. Learning the language, in some cases, can just be imitation of the others. In fact, that's how we learn our own language. Remember, when we were children, we didn't try to learn the language, we just imitated people, and that's how we learned the language, which means we can still do it. And as an example, look at this sentence. It says, it can be extremely difficult to stay calm in the exam if you're not prepared. Let's say the speaker speaks in this tone, and you say, it can be extremely difficult to stay calm in the exam if you're not prepared. Then you're losing points. You are also losing the opportunity to improve your score just by imitating the speaker. Or, if you say something like this, it can be extremely difficult to stay calm in the exam if you are not prepared, then more or less you are copying the speaker, you are copying his tone, you are copying his emphasis, and perhaps you are copying your pronunciation as well. If you are able to do this in the exam, you can expect to get a better score than simply repeating the sentence. So don't take repeat the sentence as just a test of memory where you're supposed to repeat a few words in particular order, but rather you are trying to show your skills of understanding the language, picking up the language, and using it. The third and the most important tip for today is focus on the meaningful phrases. I know many students think that repeat the sentence is only about memorizing the order of the words, or being able to repeat the sentence as they were spoken. That's not true. This is actually an evaluation of how well you understand the formation of the sentence or the syntax. So, if there is a sentence which says, a great majority of people join preparation classes to improve their skills for the exam, if you listen carefully to the sentence, you'll be able to find out that there were three meaningful blocks of the ideas. And so, if you focus, then you'll be able to say that a great majority of people. That's one phrase, which just indicates the number. Join preparation classes, that indicates action, to improve their skills for the exam. That indicates purpose. So basically this sentence is putting the number with the action with the purpose. If you are able to analyze the sentences like this, in no time you will get an idea about how sentences are formed in English, especially in your exam, and how they're asked, and how you can also be able to repeat them. And these are the types of things we discuss in our class. If you're interested in learning more tricks like this in order to improve your score in a short time, please give us a call. Thank you.